Bill Shakespeare Project presents This Week in Shakespeare for the week ending Monday, February 11th, 2019. Hola, Bardophiles, I'm Bill, and welcome to the 227th episode of This Week in Shakespeare, a video release brought to you by the Bill Shakespeare Project. We're back from a couple of busy weeks, sick weeks, and this is our weekly opportunity to let you know about the latest and greatest in Willie Shakespeare headlines coming at you every Tuesday, because Tuesday is News Day. The goal here is to hit you with a quick blast, no more than 10 minutes tops, of Bard-related news. Plus, we'll try to serve up some historical dates for what were the past 7 days of the year. So, this week's news stories included: last week, actor Albert Finney passed away at the age of 82. While known primarily for film roles, he was quite the stage actor, and in Shakespearean productions as well, garnering him the title of the next Laurence Olivier. Broadway World ran the announcement by the Public Theater of their 2019 season of Shakespeare in the Park in New York City, including Much Ado About Nothing, Coriolanus, and a staged musical version of the Disney animated feature Hercules. The Courier-Journal out of Louisville ran the announcement by Kentucky Shakespeare Festival of their 2019 season, including As You Like It, Henry IV Part 2, and King Lear. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette reviewed The Tempest by Pittsburgh Public Theater, running in Pennsylvania through February 24th, calling the modern set production a witty pleasure with a moving, melancholy heart. The Westerly Sun reviewed Macbeth by Trinity Repertory Company, running through March the 3rd in Providence, Rhode Island, saying the production is one theater lovers, Shakespeare fans, and students will surely want to see. The Independent reviewed the new Shakespeare film All Is True, giving it a solid review, 4 of 5 stars, and calling it bold and contemporary. The Guardian also reviewed the film with Kenneth Branagh as an aging bard, giving it 3 of 5 stars and calling it convincing and elegant. The Irish Times also gave the film a positive review and 4 of 5 stars, calling it odd but charming. The Toronto Star reviewed Othello by Shakespeare Bashed, running in Ontario through it closed this past weekend, giving it 4 of 5 stars and calling it an unsettling night of theater. Encore, Michigan reviewed King John by Puzzle Piece, running through next weekend in Ferndale, Michigan, saying that this production reminds audiences why this little performed play is worth a look. And finally, LondonTheatre1.com reviewed The Tempest by Lazarus Theatre Company, running in London through next weekend, giving the production with a female Prospero and male Ariel 4 of 5 stars. Now let's take a look back on the last 7 days and how they relate to Shakespearean history, both his and the history in his plays. On February 5th, 1971, British Shakespearean actress Judi Dench married Michael Williams in Hampstead, London. On February 6th, 1922, British actor Patrick Macnee was born. Though most famous for his role as John Steed in the spy show The Avengers, he made his screen debut as an extra in Laurence Olivier's film adaptation of Hamlet in 1948. On February 7th, 1601, a revival of Richard II was performed at the Globe Theatre, as commissioned by the Earl of Essex's supporters just before his unsuccessful rebellion. Also on this date, in 1478, Sir Thomas More, counsellor to Henry VIII, was born. On February the 8th, 1587, Mary, Queen of Scots, Mary Stuart, also known as Mary I of Scotland, was executed for treason under the orders of Queen Elizabeth. Her son, James VI, would succeed Elizabeth as James I of England. On February 9th, 1662, Judith Quiney, maiden name Shakespeare, the daughter of William Shakespeare, died at the age of 77. On February 10th, 1616, Judith Shakespeare, same one, daughter of William Shakespeare, married Thomas Quiney at the Holy Trinity Church in Stratford-upon-Avon. Also on this date, in 1531, Henry VIII was recognized as the head of the Church of England. Elizabeth of York, the daughter of King Edward IV and Elizabeth Woodville, the Queen Consort to Henry VII, and the mother of Henry VIII was born on February 11th, 1486, and died the same day in 1503 at the age of 37. And that was your Week in Shakespeare, brought to you by the Bill Shakespeare Project. Now, if you've enjoyed this news review, tell a friend and hit the subscribe button to keep from missing these news, reviews, and history videos. For our daily blog and previous Twiz episodes, including links to the news stories we've covered this week, as well as the Real Bill Shakespeare Project podcast, check us out at thebillshakespeareproject.com. And we'll catch you next week.